Alrighty then, I'm back. Power went out, is now being restored, so gonna continue where I left off.
We were all separated trying to get out. Dumet has the entire place rigged with traps. We fall right into his game.
We have to get out of here. Get back to the ferry.
Dumet disabled it. We all agreed we'd head for the lighthouse, see if we can't signal for help.
I don't suppose there's any good news.
Actually,
I never thought I'd see this again. Jesus. I need to find a way out.
Premonition for the next game in the series, Directive 8020, coming out October 2025. Spaced. Well, I assume October. It could be November as well. Because I think The Devil in Me came out in November. Medical history. Patient's name Monday, Hector Whalen, family physician Charles Brown, MD, 8/30/72. I saw Hector, 7-year-old male, in my office today. He was accompanied by his mother, who informed me that Hector is complaining of feeling sick and very tired. Upon examining Hector, he appears to be mildly undernourished. He is underweight and has very pale skin. Mother also prescribed 2 milligram diazepam tablets to be taken up to 3 times a day when required. 9/27/72. I saw Hector, 7-year-old male, in my office today as a follow-up to a recent hospital admission for acute bronchitis. Hector has collapsed during school lessons. Hector is recovering well from the virus in the 2 weeks since hospital admission, which was likely caused by mixing with other children at school while his immune system was weakened by malnutrition. When examining Hector's chest, I discovered bruising on his underarms and shoulders caused by rough play at school. Hector advised to avoid such activity. Mother advised to refrain from smoking around Hector, especially while he is recovering. I will arrange follow-up appointment in 1 week. Medical history, 10/4/72. I saw Hector, 7-year-old male, in my office today at my request. Hector has almost fully recovered from bronchitis. Bruising has worsened, caused by significant force, more likely an adult than school friends. Arranged to follow up in 1 week. 10/12/72. I saw Hector, 7-year-old male, in my office today at my request. He was accompanied by his grandfather, George. Hector's original bruising has subsided. Grandfather advised that I examine Hector's legs. Ankles swollen with cuts as if he had been restrained. Grandfather suspects that Hector's mother isn't coping. Arrange follow-up with Hector's mother. So this is all about the killer, of course. Here we go. Childhood medical record. Hector Monday's childhood medical record. He was physically abused by his mother.
What is that smell? Ugh. I saw a dog out here.
Yeah, I did too. Scared the shit out of me.
Mysterious creature. Kate found a dog bowl with the name Connie. Charlie was chased by a dog. Mark told Charlie he'd seen the dog too.
You scared him off by panicking, most likely.
The Herald. How's your head? 2 victims discovered with heads switched. Another gruesome scene was discovered in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Dalton, Georgia. 2 victims are believed to be the latest in the homicidal spree of the imaginary killer. Alongside the 2 victims, FBI agent Monday reportedly counted multiple repurposed body parts at the crime scene that appeared to be from past victims. Monday described the macabre animatronics uncovered as deranged creations that are an insult to victims' humanity. DNA is yet to confirm if they are in fact the missing body parts of previous victims. So while Monday said that it was a deranged creation and all that kind of stuff. He had to keep up a facade, so he would have, not really meant those words when he said them. Spoiler alert, the killer is Agent Monday, the guy who's in the recordings interrogating the other killer, Manny Sherman. Which is interesting because it falls in line with the idea of Manny Sherman was inspired by Holmes to become a killer, and so Agent Monday was inspired by Manny Sherman to become a killer, and by extension inspired by Holmes to become a killer, which is why he takes on the mask with the mustache on it to make it look like he's Holmes, and it's like a cycle. Charlie, you idiot. Why you got the friggin' lighter still going? It's like, that's very smart. Yes. Hide in a spot, but make sure you still have your lighter on. I already read that, whoops.
Oh my God. What is he doing?
He's preserving his kills.
Why?
Because they're valuable to him. The trophies. Keepsakes. Dumet sure seems to know a lot.
Do you think maybe we're dealing with more than one person?
What do you mean?
Tending this place, the weird robots, the traps. Could it be just one man?
It's one man. One very driven, very disturbed man. Oh, bloody hell.
Mr. Lee Harrison, 175, 10/6/22. Subject dead by asphyxiation, 4:27 a.m. Subject washed, freezing not required as formaldehyde solution has been prepared. Moved to curing house to commence preservation. 10/7/22. Early decomposition has not yet shown obvious deterioration. Viable specimen for animatronic integration. Formaldehyde fixation solution introduced to subject's cardiovascular system. Fixation solution process complete. 4 hours 30 minutes. Subject added to acetone bath. Re-examination in 24 hours. 10/8/22. No issues found with subject and acetone. No signs of rigidity as of yet. Re-examine in 48 hours. 10/10/22. Good progress. Signs of rigidity in extremities. Previous subject, Mr. Lewis Harrison, required disposal in acid bath rigor mortis reached skin causing severe blistering resulting in unviable specimen, possibly due to subject's smaller stature expediting decomposition. 185 pounds versus 142 pounds. Delay to fixation commencement or formaldehyde level estimate too low. 10/13/22. Contained positive progress. Extremities fully hardened, extending into stiffness of limbs. Re-examining in 1 week. 10/20/22. Limbs 50% hardened, acetone drained and replaced. Re-examine in 24 hours. 10/21/22. No issues with new acetone replacement. Re-examine in 1 week. Hey there, Extreme Storm. Good morning to you. How's things? Mr. Dumet, I presume. Charlie received a call from Grantham Dumet and accepted an invitation to his H. Holmes-inspired murder castle. The crew met Grantham Dumet. Kate saw a girl in the window of the hotel. Mark and Kate found a tape of Manny Sherman being interviewed by Agent Monday. Dumet didn't turn up for dinner. Jamie and Charlie realized that the man they met wasn't the real Dumet. Jamie told Kate and Mark that Dumet killed the groundskeeper. Jamie listened to a tape of Hector Monday assaulting Manny Sherman. Kate found a book by Joe Morello. The author's picture is the man who ferried them to the island. Charlie found documentation on how Dumet creates his animatronics. Step 1, fixation. Step 2, dissection. Step 3, removal of body fat and water. Step 4, impregnation. Step 5, positioning. Step 6, curing. I don't mind the idea of these obols that you find. Personally, I'm not really interested in dioramas, which is what you unlock by using those to purchase them. But taking that concept, I wouldn't mind it if there was rewards that you could get, like if you collect a certain amount and trade them in, you can get a completely different outfit for the characters, you know. or do something where you get a free mess up of a QTE, things like that.
Harrison and Lewis.
62108.
Hope this holds.
All units, this is dispatch. Be on the lookout for a male suspect believed to be the Shoe Shine Killer. Suspect is FBI Special Agent Hector Monday. He may be armed and is highly dangerous.
Dispatch, this is Officer Martinez. I found Mundy's car, requesting backup.
Officer Martinez, what's your location?
A warehouse on Park Avenue, Fulton River. Looks abandoned.
Officer Martinez, backup on its way. Hold your position.
Copy that. Shit! He's seen me!
Officer Martinez, hold your position.
Shit! We have a situation. Dispatch, the building's on fire.
Fire department on their way.
He's still in there. You read me? Copy. He's still in there.
He's still in there. APB broadcast. An audio file of a police APB radio broadcast. Police suspected that Hector Monday was the Chicago killer. After investigation, police later confirmed that Hector Monday was the Chicago killer. Monday killed the victims while working in Chicago, helping to train detectives on profiling. Oh no, Lucas, the power went out for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it took probably about, I think, 20 to 30 minutes for it to be resolved. There was some power line issues. Get away from Dumet. Hey Stan. Hey, what's the matter, you Rod-Legion? How's it going, Stan? Welcome on in. Erin and Jamie. Jamie and Erin kissed. Jamie and Kate. Nothing. Jamie and Mark. Exclamation mark delete. I still think that's an error. Charlie and Jamie. Nothing. I didn't, Stan. No. No, I didn't see that. What did they do to their statue this time? Because I remember seeing one where they had to use a different face model, it looked like. Like, Altair, I understand, because they eventually did change his face in Revelations. So it wasn't just Desmond's face again like it was in AC2 and Brotherhood, but Stan, you're Mel 25, a former bartender and a current DNA technology tester for an independent group. During my break, I asked my ancestor statue about what was the matter with him in an accent probably close to his. Following this event, your colleague, female 28, called you a racist and you told her that she was racist. Am I the asshole? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of, things like that. So it could be something that is. But yeah, I don't really like to interact with the statue and have that happen. Just be on the safe side. I mean, I have had that happen, but would prefer not to. Hey there, Afro. Safety and peace. Thank you, Afro. How's it going? Lucas, I think you're nuts for talking to a statue. Yeah, that's not really the usual thing that people should be doing. Hey there, E-Tone. Welcome.
I thought getting outside would make things better. Got it.
Work shed.
hand's been cut off.
Man's body. The dead body of a man found inside a shed. His right hand has been severed. He appears to have died bleeding from his injury. Hello, Wicked. Welcome. How's things?
It's okay, boy. I won't hurt you.
think they're here?
We need to find a way in.
What if they didn't make it?
One thing at a time. Let's get inside.
Bearings, mysterious creature. Kate found a dog bowl with the name Connie. Charlie was chased by a dog. Mark told Charlie he'd seen the dog too. Jamie found the dog in the farmhouse and chose to let it go when hiding from Dumet. There we go. So Connie's fine. But what a messed up thing for them to put in the game for you to choose to do if you wish. Wicked, well, things are mixed. Your laptop killed your mood. Had such a great run in Batman Arkham City. 3 rounds of perfect combat for combat challenges, no damage taken, max combo, and on last 2 enemies on last round and laptop BSOD. Oh, that is just so frustrating. I'm really sorry to hear that happened to you, Wicked. Especially achieving all that too. You know, it couldn't have waited until you actually got it. Lucas, no. Animal violence is where you draw the line. And I do not blame you one bit at all, Lucas. But yeah, Connie's fine. As long as you don't stab with the glass, then the dog survives. Hey there, Crooked. Good day to you as well, dude. How's Devil Within? Devil Within. Nice one. It's going good. Yeah. It was annoying when the power went out for a little bit because I was in the middle of, well, it wasn't in the middle of anything, you know, detrimental to the playthrough or anything like that, thankfully. But it was a hiccup nonetheless. So it was good that it got sorted. And it's not going well for 2 of the characters. They're dead out of the 5. There's 3 that are left. So how's your day going, Crooked? Hopefully it's going to be stable for the rest of the stream. Hopefully so. Yeah. Something went wrong with the power lines. Evidence. Address. Chicago PD. Evidence 1612. West State Street. Case number 167GDIS241070. Evidence number 21. Recovery date 7/4/1998. Crooked, doing good, thanks. About to have some breakfast? Very nice, dude. That's good. Glad to hear that. So what's on your breakfast menu this morning?
At 0600 hours, I, Officer Frank Hooper, discovered that one or multiple individuals had gained unauthorized access to the evidence room at 1612 West State Street. Among the missing items were assets recovered from the apartment of former FBI agent Hector Monday, including books, clothes, notes, surgical tools, and dental equipment. We are currently running with the theory that this was the direct result of souvenir hunters looking for a piece of memorabilia from the case. End of report.
Hector Wayland Monday, Leonard Kemp, Brandon Day, Benjamin Pitterzel, Cole Rogers, William Baldwin, Charles Leacock, Howard Segrand, Ned Yoke, Benton T. Lyman, Richard Belknap, Grantham Dumet. So that's the list of all the aliases that the killer has been using for various purposes. Grantham Dumet was the name that he used to give to Charlie, and the name Richard Belknap, and that was also used Brandon Day. He used them for various purposes, like sending letters to official businesses to, get things done, get supplies and all that kind of stuff. Of course, he killed the people who came there. But yeah, that's what that is all about. And of course, they consider that it was just, people that wanted to get some memorabilia for the killer, but it was the killer himself who got that stuff. He wanted to get it back. Crooked pretzel-style rolls with scrambled eggs and coffee. Oh, nice. Well, that's definitely a good combination. I love scrambled eggs. Like, if I only had to have if I could only have scrambled eggs for breakfast, I'd be like, yep, love it. Hey there, Carbon. How's things going for you today? Well, the run is going interesting. Choosing say nothing every time there's a dialogue choice. There was one scenario where saying nothing led to two characters' relationship going into the negative. And there was a character that had a screwdriver, and basically I had to choose say nothing, which means the other character doesn't get the screwdriver, which could have saved them from getting killed, but I wasn't able to, so they got killed. So two people have died out of the three main characters. And we're getting close to the end too, so it'll be interesting to see how things end up. Crooked, don't blame you. It's just, I love that stuff. Ever since I was a kid, it's my favorite kind. Especially, with salt and pepper, or sometimes with barbecue sauce and stuff, which some people might be like, ugh, but I was like, yum. Mr. Dumet, I presume. Charlie received a call from Grantham Dumet and accepted an invitation to his H.H. Holmes-inspired murder castle. The crew met Grantham Dumet. Kate saw a girl in the window of the hotel. Mark and Kate found a tape of Manny Sherman being interviewed by Agent Monday. Dumet didn't turn up for dinner. Jamie and Charlie realized that the man they met wasn't the real Dumet. Jamie told Kate and Mark that Dumet killed the groundskeeper. Jamie listened to a tape of Hector Monday assaulting Manny Sherman. Kate found a book by Joe Morello. The author's picture is the man who ferried them to the island. Charlie found documentation on how Dumet creates his animatronics. Mark found a list of names, including Grantham Dumet.
Mr. Dumet, I want my team dead. I'll get them to you this weekend. Just do it.
I never said any of that shit.
I'm certainly grateful to you, Mr. Dumet. I want my team dead. I'll get them that this weekend. Let's do it.
I'm such an idiot. I wanted this to work so much, I just accepted everything he said. He recut it.
Not a bad job either. It's convincing.
Why would he frame me? Is he going to try and pin this shit on me?
Complicit. Another category. Mark found Dumet had created false evidence implicating Charlie in the murders. Stan, that's one of the most Europeanist breakfasts. Is it? Oh, yeah. As long as it's delicious. Carbon, have you heard of the book La Divina Commedia by Dante Alighieri. Basically, the first book, Hell, tells about the rounds of hell, and there is one even before hell for people that have never picked a side in life. Basically, this run. That's so cool, Carbon. Thanks for that info. That's interesting. For people that have never picked a side in life, man. Imagine that. It's like, kick back. Ah, I'll be fine when I die. I never picked a side in life. I'll be all good. I won't go anywhere bad. And then they get there and it's like, you're in the hell of people who've never picked a side in life. That's so funny, Carbon. Thanks for letting me know about that. I've never actually read that. I've heard of it, but I've never actually read it. But I didn't know too much about it. Like, I never looked at the different rings of hell. Was it 9 different rings of hell? I remember there's a movie based on a Stephen King book, short story called 1408. And I remember seeing a video that analyzed the movie adaptation. And it sort of like analyzed it through the lens of Dante and the different, circles of hell. And basically was sort of like comparing the journey that the main character goes through and what he gets put through as similar to that, or that there's an element of it as well. But yeah, that's really funny.
Looks like there may be another boat on the island.
Oh, it's so funny, Crooked. That Like a Dragon series, that pirate game that they're coming out with, it's one of those things that even it had like it's not them just dressing up like pirates and all that kind of stuff, but it's actually got naval combat, and you can actually have combat and stuff. And I couldn't help but think, Ubisoft and Skull and Bones, man. It's like, hey, if another game studio wants to do something in that style or vein, well, they can pick up the pieces where someone else faltered. Mark and Jennifer Edwards. Bearings, signal help. The crew formulated a plan to meet at the lighthouse. Mark found some boat keys. July 7th, 1965. Clarence, I thought I should write you with the news as you haven't been to see me in 6 months. You have a son. I gave birth a few weeks ago. I need you back here. I can't do this alone. My parents are helping out, but they're both very old now. Come home, Clarence, please. L. Monday. The L actually stands for Lucinda. That's the name of the character. Lucinda Monday. This is so cool, what I like. In a previous playthrough, I've already gotten this thing, but it lets you know in your current playthrough whether you have it or not. I really like that. That's really cool, because it helps you make sure that you know for sure whether you have or not. Returned letter. A letter sent to Hector Monday's father, which was returned. Hector never knew his father. Lucinda raised Hector as a single parent. With that information, it makes sense as to why she would have treated her son the way that she did, because she resented and was angry at his father, and so she took it out on him because he was the closest to him, you know what I mean? So that's most likely why she abused Monday. Now, this doesn't, justify what he ended up doing, of course, because how others treat you doesn't necessarily mean that, you should follow in their footsteps and treat others that way. You know what I mean? But that's something where it's like he didn't want anything to do with her or his son. And that sort of anger and resentment, even though the son did nothing wrong, like he had no control over being born. And so her taking that out on him, and later in life, him taking out other people, and her as well, because he killed his own mother. And he used her body as an animatronic, which we'll find soon. And the recordings that he made at the nursing home where she was, he used those recordings to have some kind of log of things that the animatronic version of his mother could say, So it's a little bit of the Norman Bates kind of thing, except instead of Norman Bates dressing up like his mother and talking as her, in Hector Monday's case, he literally has his dead mother, her body, mixed in with animatronics and the recordings of what she had been saying to him when he visited her at the nursing home as well. So talk about really fucked up shit. Carbon, okay guys, you're going to start your workday. Have a great stream. No worries at all, Carbon. I really hope that you have a great day at work. Thank you so very much for popping in. I really do appreciate that a lot. Would like to highly recommend people check out Carbon. He's doing a playthrough of Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Such a great game, that one. And he's also playing games like Pokemon, as well as the Assassin's Creed series. And he also does computer programming as well. And he does streams of that too. So definitely recommend. He's a great streamer. Hey there, Mr. Goatee. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. That's what Alan in the TV is saying. Where I got that emote from. This might be a little bit of a spoiler. Well, not a spoiler for the story of Alan Wake 2, but there's a DLC coming out. They gave it an actual release date now. It's the 22nd of October. The DLC called The Lake House. But it's not just a DLC that you get. You also get another outfit for Alan to wear, and it's the classic outfit from the first game. And I'm like, well, that should have been something from day one, but it is kind of cool that they're adding that to it as well. But I think that might be only if you got the deluxe edition of the game, though. I'm not 100% sure.
Ah! Son of a bitch! Give me a dog any day.
Mark, what the hell was that? You alright?
Yeah, just a stupid cat.
Meow. Meow. Yeah, I'm going good, Mr. Goatee. Things are going well. The power went out, though, a little while ago, but it came back on relatively, in a decent amount of time, so that was good. But we're getting closer to finishing this game, and then I'm going to be starting the Quarry, and I've got a very special kind of playthrough in mind for that as well. Rest in peace, electricity emote when. That'd be so funny. Just have like a television that's running and then it just conks out.
Hector Waylaw on Monday.
Damn it. Here. Alright. Silver Spring University of Science and Medicine. This is to certify that Hector Wayland Monday had been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, May 22, 1988. 1988. I was 5 years old that year. And that's when I first became a gamer, when I got an NES. Degree certificate. A framed degree certificate. Hector Monday has a degree in psychology. I've never really figured out what kinds of things in this game you can take photographs of if you've got the camera as mark. I should actually explore that in a future playthrough. Okay, so I've already read that. Mr. Gote, you going good? You going to play more Wukong and Silent Hill this weekend? While you let your hands heal up from deadlifting all week? Well, I'm glad to hear that you're going good, dude, and I don't blame you as well. You know, let them heal up and make sure that, you know, they're at a state where when you get back into it, you don't do any, like, bad damage and stuff that, makes it worse. So how'd you go with Wukong? Like, do you sort of, like, have any gauge for where you're up to in it, like halfway or just a little bit past or getting close to the end, or
Come on. No way. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Tampering with the seal is a federal offense.
just to go tell you up to chapter 4, you finished the secret area in that chapter by doing some extra bosses. You're up to collecting the best weapon in the game, or one of them. The boss you're up to now is Yellow Lung. Ah, well that's cool. That's great progress as well. Getting some extra bosses down too, as well, defeating them. and collecting the best weapon in the game on one of them. Very nice.
Ow!
Fuck yes! Woo! Hey! Hey, up here! Jamie! Hey!
The hell is that smell? Jesus.
Oh, there you are. I wasn't expecting you. Are you early for a change?
Mr. Gote, the games do like to try and make you go forwards to go backwards a tiny bit with some bosses as well. Oh, that's fair enough, yeah, having sort of like backtracking and things. I don't mind that if it's done well, you know, if you feel like you're backtracking to get something that is worth the backtracking. Bearings, signal help, was updated. The crew formulated a plan to meet at the lighthouse. Mark found some boat keys. Mark turned lighthouse lamp on. Mark found some boat keys. I like that it said that twice. Mark found some boat keys. Mark found some boat keys. I like boats. Recovered January 28th. St. Paul's Cemetery, Church Road, Silver Spring, MD 2995, January 30, 1998. Dear Mr. Monday, I'm writing to inform you of an issue with plot R357P12-4. As the right of interment is in your name, it is my duty to inform you of a recent incident at burial plot R357P12-4. A patch of soil has been disturbed and the headstone was moved from its base. I understand that this is the grave of your late mother, Lucinda Monday. Therefore, I appreciate that this news may be distressing. Unfortunately, on rare occasions, local wildlife can cause such disturbances, and we suspect that this is the case in this instance. As a matter of public safety, it is our duty to ensure maintenance of our plots is of a very high standard, and we have swiftly corrected the disturbance. There has been no permanent damage. Sincerely, Jeffrey Gray, Chief Caretaker.
What the fuck is this?
You're a selfish monster. Always have been.
Hey, I asked you a question. Wake up.
The Boy Who Loves Scary Stories by Helen Blake. The lonely boy loved reading scary stories. Wow! He read scary stories all day and all night. Oh, wow! He lived with his mother, but she was very strict. Stop reading that book. The boy was sick of being told what to do. It's not fair. The book gave him an idea. Revenge. The boy sneaked through the house. Heh. He jumped and shouted and frightened his mother. Hurrah! Ah! He loved scary stories. Ha 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 ha.
Ah.
Always right to your favorite page. Predictable little shit. I know you.
Indeed, Stan. Revenge, is it? Children's book. A children's book about a child scaring his strict aunt. It appears Dumet was inspired by the book to wear a mask. Dumet decided to integrate a mask into his persona.
Oh, thank God. It's only you.
Mark? Can you hear me? Where the hell is he?
He's all right. He's trying to get that bloody light going.
Mark! What happened to you?
Where's Kate?
We have to keep moving.
Where is she?
Mark, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Alright, I can grab it there. Mr. Dumet, I presume. Charlie received a call from Grantham Dumet and accepted an invitation to his H.H. Holmes-inspired murder castle. The crew met Grantham Dumet. Kate saw a girl in the window of the hotel. Mark and Kate found a tape of Manny Sherman being interviewed by Agent Monday. Dumet didn't turn up for dinner. Jamie and Charlie realized that the man they met wasn't the real Dumet. Jamie told Kate and Mark that Dumet killed the groundskeeper. Jamie listened to a tape of Hector Monday assaulting Manny Sherman. Kate found a book by Joe Morello. The author's picture is the man who ferried them to the island. Charlie found documentation on how Demet creates his animatronics. Mark found a list, of names including Grantham Demet. The crew escaped the lighthouse. Signal help. The crew formulated a plan to meet at the lighthouse. Mark found some boat keys. Mark turned lighthouse lamp on. Mark found some boat keys. The crew spotted a boathouse from the cliff path. You're a funny guy, Sally. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last. Nice one, Mr. Gote. Thanks for redeeming that from Commando. Such a great movie, that one. It's funny in the part of the movie where he elbows the guy and then breaks his neck and then props him up and says, "Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired." And then when he gets up to go to escape the plane, it's like, you need to sit down. He's like, "I'm ear sick." Just want to check some things before I get back to playing. Mr. Gote, you can imagine Arnie at the check-in at the airport. "Hello, sir. Welcome, LAX terminal. Are you visiting or staying?" Arnie, "Neither. Invading." Yeah, he's infiltrating. This is the face model for Salim in House of Ashes.
What the hell? Oh.
where I can see them! All of you!
He killed them.
No talking! I said, hands where I can see them!
Thank God you're here. You have to help us.
Until I know what's happening here, no one moves.
Alright, I gotta say nothing.
Enough games.
A handgun.
There! Let's go!
I gotta say nothing.
Run!
Signal help. I won't read all of it this time. The crew spotted a boathouse from the cliff path. Dumet killed the police officer. Mr. Dumet, I presume. The crew escaped the lighthouse. The cop found the bodies of the ferryman and the girl. Yeah, Mr. Goethe. So handy. Nice pun.
Come on. This way. This should work.
Oh, it's dead. This better work. Come on. Come on.
Hey, Connie. Good to see you, boy. Come on.
Hurry! Oh, motherfucker. Yes, for it!
We made it. Thank God it's over.
Not all of us made it.
No, please.
Fucking slippery hands.
God. Mark.
Jesus fucking Christ. My arm went weak right towards the fucking end of that QTE. Wouldn't fucking credit that. Like, holy fucking shit. Ah, well, whatever. Kate found a dog bowl with the name Connie. Charlie was chased by a dog. Mark told Charlie he'd seen the dog too. Jamie found the dog in the farmhouse and chose to let it go when hiding from Demet. The dog was thrown into the water. Signal help. Demet killed Mark on the boat. Jamie made it off the boat alive. Charlie made it off the boat alive.
If that song doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. We have a non-stop block of your favorite classic rock after this break.
No damn commercials. Ugh. Oh, shoot. Shit! And I looked up, and there they were just in the middle of the flipping road, waving their hands and arms like a bunch of crazies.
And where are you coming in from?
Fort Wayne. Been driving since 3 a.m.
Early start.
Well, I was trying to get into the port by 8. Probably not gonna make that now, am I?
I'd say likely not.
Need a smoke, buddy?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm trying to quit.
The face model of the officer in Little Hope who stopped Anthony at the bus driver is also a police officer in this too. Nice touch. Charlie looks a bit worse for wear. Current objective: survive. Mysterious creature. Kate found a dog bowl with the name Connie. Charlie was chased by a dog. Mark told Charlie he'd seen the dog too. Jamie found the dog in the farmhouse and chose to let it go when hiding from Demet. The dog was thrown into the water. The dog made it to the mainland. Signal help. Jamie made it off the boat alive. The surviving crew managed to reach the safety of the mainland. But man, I can't credit that. It's like that QTE having to bash it. Like normally what I do is I put my elbow up and I'm not just using my thumb. I'm basically using the controller and that and trying to shake it and make it, go like that to try and do it faster. But just as I was almost done it, my wrist and that started to get weak and I was like, fuck.
Oh, you're here. All good things must come to an end, but how good was the end for our crew? Unfortunately, you lost a few of them. So, rest in peace. Kate. It's a final close-up and cut. It's a wrap. Mark. Loyal to the final frame. There's some studio space going spare in Brooklyn, if anyone's interested. And Erin. The new girl surprised everyone with her courage, but now she's gone to the great audio suite in the sky. What about those who survived? Has the experience changed them? Jamie learned that she had to trust other people and work with them. And Charlie finally understood that leadership is more than ordering the team around. He had to treat them as equals and let them take the lead when the time was right. I'll tackle the paperwork in the morning. Can you find your own way out? It was, as always, enlightening. I have no doubt we'll meet again in the future. Farewell.
I'm still alive. I'm just very badly burned. Because he blew up in an explosion. I've never actually saw that ending before. The only ending that I've seen, or at least the only location at the end that I've gotten in a playthrough is... I've had them on the boat before, but they didn't... Something happened and it went back to the thing where they're captured instead. But I don't remember that whole part with something banging on the curator's door and stuff like that either. Oh well.
The chain of events are still unclear at this point in time. What we can confirm is that a little after 7:30, a truck driver was flagged down to render aid. The police were called and quickly arrived on scene. The survivors are part of a film crew, Lonnet Entertainment, the team behind the Architects of Murder docuseries.
Fuck, man.
It seems as though
show.
they got a little too close to their subject material. And some of them, sadly, did not survive. Thankfully, their ordeal is now at an end.
Holy shit. Remember how my video went viral?
How could we forget? You bring it up every chance you get.
Just listen to this. I got enough views to win a competition.
What did you win?
An all-expense paid trip to an island resort for 5.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah, Mr. Dumet says they're gonna send a limo and everything. This is gonna be so much fun.
Yes. For Hector Monday. The face model of the news reporter is the same as Angela from Little Hope, and the face model of the woman who brought in the laptop is the same as the woman in Man of Medan in the prologue, who has the, what do you call it, the fighting machine as well. But yeah, Monday survives, and he sets up a whole new location to be like a murder sort of place. And in the game, you come across a recording where Hector Monday was interrogating Manny Sherman, the other serial killer, and Manny Sherman talked to him about how he had some location to lure people to as well, to make it easier instead of going to their homes and, you know, public spaces and all that kind of stuff. So that's what he did with that whole place where we were at in the whole game. But because that place is completely compromised now, he's had to set up shop somewhere else, and so that's where he is now.
Won't you spare me over to another year? Oh, what is this I cannot see with icy hands taking hold of me? Oh, death and death, none can excel. I open the doors to heaven and hell. Yes, I have come to get your soul and leave your body and leave it cold. To drop the flesh from on your frame, the earth and worm both have their claim. I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? Now, death, if this is true, please give me time to reason with you. From time to time you heard and saw, so close your eyes and unlock your jaw. I'll lock your jaw so you can't talk. I'll fix your feet so you can't walk. And I'll dim your eyes so you can see this very hour. Now come with me. I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? Now, death, please give me time to fix my heart and change my mind. Your heart is fixed, your mind is brought. I'll have your shackles to drag you down. Too late, to all farewell. My dawn is fixed, I'm summoned to hell. As long as God in heaven shall dwell, my poor soul shall burn in hell. I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another eve? I said, oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another
This is Commander Stafford, the forward reconnaissance vessel Cassiopeia. After successfully rendezvousing with a Charybdis marker, we have detached the booster ring and spurred a high as we make our final approach to Tau City F. The ship has suffered a hull impact, but damage is minimal, and our technicians are restoring full functionality.
This is Thomas Carter. Something's wrong with Sims. She's trying to kill me. I think...
Our next transmission will be broadcast from orbit around humanity's future home. Stafford out.
Comes out next year in 2025. There's a new trailer for it out now too, which is completely different to that one. There we go. There's a link to the recently released, well, not recently, it was about a month ago, which shows you a bit more information about it. Alright, I'll be back in 30 minutes with the Quarry. Thanks for watching. Until next time.